You see this shit? Is you shitting me? Is you shitting me? Come on now. Don't really do this shit out here for real, for real. Give him with the quick turnaround on him. You feel me? You feel me? Shout out Wash Money. Bring me through. First one-on-one interview. I can't thank them enough. It's only the beginning. Big Break the Loop shit, big Marino shit. Shout out all the guys. Terrace, you know what it is. We out.
All right. So, welcome everybody to Wash Money. This is our first one-on-one interview. And today I have Trevor McClosky in the house.
Know what it is?
You do know what it is. No, I'm just kidding. That's why we're here, to ask you what it is. And we also have Kyle Zappi with the camera.
Over in the corner, doing his thing, taking it all in.
So, we didn't see each other for probably 3 years.
Probably
some
3
crazy
years.
shit. But we would hit each other up every once in a while, you know what I mean?
Facts.
But that's quite a while, and you've been doing a lot during that time, I'm sure. So there's a gap, of I don't know what you've been up to.
Nah, so
Sort of, you know what I mean?
So the time you're referencing would have been 2015. So seniors in high school till now, almost the end of 2018. Sheesh. So
that's a lot.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
where do we start? Where do you want to start?
Dude, that's probably more than one interview.
Yeah.
In a way, you know what I mean?
So, in short, after.
Okay. All right. I'll make it easier.
Yeah.
Just because that's a broad question.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, as a senior in high school, when I last saw you, what at that point in time, what was Break the Loop to you?
So, all right.
There you go.
Crazy,
that's a good one.
Crazy. While I was in high school, Break the Loop was not a thing. The words, the phrase, they were not put together. So I had not identified that pattern yet.
Okay.
After graduating high school, it was June 29th. That would have been 2015.
Had you just graduated?
Just graduated.
2015.
So 2015 then.
Yeah.
And, was experimenting one night with some things.
Yeah, got you.
Had a long night, and me and one of my friends were just talking about how to identify life and the patterns of life and all that shit. And the best way I could describe it was a loop.
Right.
And a loop, by definition, is honestly, oh shit.
Things are born and they die.
Nah.
That type of shit, or do you mean?
Yeah, I mean that's a cycle in itself, but it's more so a loop is a series of process in which the beginning is connected to the end. So meaning that as soon as something started, the end is inevitable.
Everything has to end.
Yeah.
So
something like that. Break the loop would be define that.
Right. Deviating from the.
Exactly.
Right. Exactly.
So it's been identified by other people, but not in this sense of break the loop. I saw some Kanye said break the status quo. A lot of people say getting out of societal norms.
Right.
Stuff like that.
The pre-existing notion.
What?
The pre-existing notion.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
I got you.
So
Kanye's a major influence for you. In that particular concept, maybe.
No. I was just identifying. I was just more or less identifying somebody who identified that same pattern for
an example.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. But at that time there was no product. There was no work towards it outside of it just being a concept and something that I brainstormed. It was more of trying to identify that actual concept, trying to actually
like understand what it would mean to break the loop. And it was kind of crazy because I like identified that concept, and then I went to school
Right.
the next year for a whole year.
Like with that on your mind the whole time.
Yeah, but like didn't know like where I was going with it.
You're like
what it was.
You didn't know if like you want to stay in
in
school.
in college I was an economics major, and it's like.
So was
I
it
ain't
like
feeling that, you know what I'm
So it's
saying?
like
That ain't it, Chief.
Right.
For real, that's not my vibe.
Was there a point in time where like you were gonna just stick it out and do that, or were you just like?
Nah, so it wasn't like school like wasn't my thing. I was always good with school, but like campus life is mad corny. And
I know, yeah.
That's like a big way to
it's
identify.
like overrated.
That's like a big way
it's
to
crazy overrated.
Identify break the loop. Like if you think about like people just doing shit just to do it. Like you feel me? Like just to fit in, or like doing shit because they think it's like
going to college and getting some boring job.
Yeah. Not even like that. Because if you're doing what you're doing that makes you happy, like I'm all for that. Like if you're happy, you're happy. That's awesome. But what I'm really getting at is like people who don't exactly have like their path, or people who exactly like don't want to just can I say like go through the motions of life,
drag their heels, sort of.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I know exactly.
For me, it's like I have like a constant want to progress in anything, like not even just my craft, just my life in general. The way I treat people, the way I am able to look at art, the way I'm able to digest the things around me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And really be observant in my environment and really be a student to the things that are around me. And that's just like taking a step outside of
No, that's cool. That really
loop,
is.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I see. That is a very good explanation. Yeah. That is the exact kind of explanation I expected from you based on like, how you talk about your projects and stuff.
If I seem a little out of it, it's not because I'm on anything other than the good gas.
I'm like 12 gummy bears deep, man.
I've been up for like 30. I've been up for 30 hours.
I'm holding it together. But it's crazy in here.
Yeah, but for real, I've been up for like 30 hours straight. So pretty cool though. But
my goal is like 38.
So
crazy shit.
We're at this point in the timeline, right? So we're at the end of school. Break the loop's still a thing. I got some like things written in my notebook. I don't have like nothing about clothes.
Right.
None of that. And I come home from school. I didn't really have shit figured out at all.
Like for the summer? Like for the summer, like you finished the year?
I came home from school, like that was, like I didn't have the money to like re-up and be a sophomore, you feel me?
Right.
Like I pay to like enroll in classes.
Yeah, I got it.
Registration fees and all that. Books, all that for real. Because I was paying out of pocket my whole first year.
Yeah.
So I came home, started working at a smoothie place for real. That wasn't the vibe. And we're still like preaching this break the loop shit every day, but like just to like my friends and the people around me, like identifying like what it is, you know, and identifying like kind of like that way of life, and really like being okay with being yourself. Not only, but like being okay with like understanding that if you are really trying to break the loop, or you really are trying to do something that's different, like people probably are gonna feel uncomfortable. They probably are gonna feel some sort of way about it. Until you get that big public backing, people probably are gonna think you're crazy and think you're doing something that's you know,
because it's just they're just not used to that.
A little out there,
right?
So at that point, I kind of started like just messing around and distressing jeans by hand.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then I was just distressing jeans, not really putting nothing on them, no designs.
Yeah.
And just doing them for my friends, like not even wearing my own jeans.
Yeah.
Not at first. And then when my friends were like, yo, like these shits are cool, we were wearing them out, and people was fucking with them, I started making them for myself. And still had never really designed nothing though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You was kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Like free balling it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got you.
Exactly. And at this point, I was like living with my homie Matt for a while. Didn't know what to do with it. Like actually, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I worked at the smoothie joint. I didn't have a job after that because that smoothie joint, people were into some weird stuff. You heard, Chase? Some weird stuff. I saw the way you looked at me.
He asked me to ask you how you guys met, so I'm assuming now it's the smoothie place. Is that it?
It's
that
not.
wasn't
It's
it?
not. It's not.
No?
Well, that'll be the last thing. Remind me. That'll be the last thing. But
All right.
okay, this is important for real.
All right.
So
Yeah, talk like
Oh yeah, my fault.
into there you go. There you better. That's
For real.
better.
So like going into the winter after I you could say dropped out of school,
Right.
I started working at Carnes night shift. Okay.
Yeah, I got you.
So I was like 9 o'clock at night till like 6 o'clock in the morning. I was doing that like 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And
I did night shift at Amazon one time.
yeah.
That shit was fucking crazy.
And I was really just brainstorming this Break the Loop shit, man. Like day in and day out. I cannot stress that enough. And I linked up with Q. And we started just like plotting mad stuff in his garage.
Yeah.
Writing stuff down in notebooks.
Yeah.
He'd be selling stuff, and then I would just like put Break the Loop, like stamp it on anything. Like I took like just regular markers and wrote it on a pair of Stan Smiths that I still wear to this day.
Yeah.
And they're beat. I don't got no holes in them or anything, but the laces are like burned.
Yeah.
I love them to death. And me and Q collabed on a jacket, which was like considered my first piece. This red jacket got some patches.
Yeah, I remember the pictures of that popping out.
Yeah,
the bush, like the abandoned crib or
yeah,
whatever that
exactly.
was.
Yeah, it was this place like up in the middle of nowhere. You feel me? But,
that's dope.
Yeah, but it was like we collaborated on it. He helped with a lot of the production, like getting the patches on the sleeves and stuff. And we got the neck embroidered with the trainer dropout, and then I had this like international scumbag thing on the back with like this money sign smiley face, which was like one of my first Break the Loop designs that I don't really use anymore.
Yeah, it was just like your first.
Yeah,
I got you.
Just like messing around.
Yeah.
And then me and Q like still worked in the same spaces, but just started like doing like different stuff. No hard feelings. And I was like at this point living with my mom, my little sister. This little apartment for real. I had this like little summer room set up, and I just like cleared all the stuff out of it, put a little twin mattress in it, a table. I had my laptop and TV for real, and it was like honestly probably like smaller than the size of a college dorm for real.
Yeah.
With just a bunch of windows like all around it.
Yeah.
I just for real like smoke a lot and just make clothes. And I just started like making the one-on-ones and rolling the one-on-ones out and just trying like different messages with each one and like different approaches and different aesthetics, different methods. You know, playing around with like shit, I'm high. Playing around with stuff like dyes, you know, a little cut and sew.
Yeah.
A lot of hand painted stuff. A couple pairs of sneakers. But yeah, so that's like 2015 to almost to the end of 2017 for you feel me? I was real quiet with it. I didn't post any of my clothes or anything that I did publicly
right
until January 1st, 2018. I do want to make that clear. We can make that clear right now. All right, we'll make that clear right now.
Make it clear.
First public Break the Loop post on IG.
Right.
January 1st, 2018. Ain't even been a year.
Yeah.
All right. Already leveling up though. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Just put that
yeah.
nah, just in perspective. Stay humble though, for real.
No, that's cool. No, I mean, it's a good batting average, you could say, I guess.
Yeah, I mean that's just.
I don't know how you'd say that, but like I know what you mean.
Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Like I feel very blessed. I also feel that I like worked and manifested.
Right. Exactly.
Everything manifesting is so important. Like speaking the things you want into your life.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
And knowing your own value and all that. That's part of big break the loop. Like big break the loop culture for real. More of a lifestyle than anything.
Yeah.
Like the clothes is just to get your attention. I want to make that very clear. The clothes is just to get your attention. The message and the lifestyle, that's what's different.
That's right. Let them know it. That's what's up. So going from there, you know, Break the Loop starting to evolve at this point, or not evolve, but you are, like as you say, you're leveling up and you're kind of spreading that maybe message,
concept,
spreading
message,
you
concept,
spread
lifestyle.
the message.
Still not a brand for real.
No.
Has brandability,
right?
For real. But in terms of like are you asking me like evolving in terms of like where do I see that going?
Yeah. Okay. So how about this? Where do you see it going from what it is now?
So like Break the Loop,
or what
like
it
the
has
lifestyle concept message.
Yeah.
Break5417 would be like the more like the brand.
Yeah.
Like when I decided to do like branding and not one of ones.
Yeah.
And that still has the elements of Break the Loop, but also elements of why.
Yeah.
Like the brand's backgrounds. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of elements
It's
of
like
that,
isolating
and not
the
just like the wild.
concept.
Not just like the wild concept. Because for real, my first concept for Break the Loop ever was a festival, big old festival. And just like with just like a bunch of weird rules, but pretty much just like everybody show up, have a good time.
Yeah,
no
right.
weird drugs.
Yeah.
But like weed's cool.
Yeah.
You enjoy too if you don't get like crazy drunk and get in your car and kill nobody.
Exactly.
Because that's really not cool. We're going to make that clear too.
No.
Don't drink and drive.
No. Not cool.
He's punched. No, so for real, you're asking me where it's going or what's up? What you thinking?
It's empty? No way.
Yeah, smacked. We're cool though.
Jesus.
Where are we at? What are you thinking?
So what do you mean? What am I thinking? Like
well, I don't know how well I answered that question.
Oh no, I think that's a very solid answer.
Yeah.
Like if you do brand it, you are isolating that into Break 5417.
Because I'll also make this clear. I'm not currently my full brand attention or my full like artistic expression attention is not on building my own brand. I want to make that very clear. I believe the way I live myself, I have a lot of brandability. So if anything, you say Trevor McClosky is a brand for now.
Exactly. I know what you mean. That's kind of like a similar route that I'm
You
on.
haters can suck my dick
Exactly.
sideways for that one too.
Yeah, I got you. On some mogul type shit. That's the plan.
Nah, for real though. But so shit. Right now it's September 19th,
Yeah.
8:38. This time last night. Shit. I was in Maryland, about to be in DC on my way to the studio.
Who are you? Tell them.
Nah, I wasn't making no music. As far as the studio goes, to run that back at the studio, it was Addie, Soda, Benji, who else was there? Spizzle, shout out Spizzle. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, the young bull Frail Damien. Shit.
That's cool. I mean, I don't know who I am with every day sometimes.
Yeah,
I mean,
facts.
it's just
You
like,
feel me?
it's
But
just, yeah.
nah, just working on some big stuff.
Mhm.
Some big stuff from Marino. The
Right.
whole crew's up. The momentum's good.
So
the
they're
clothes is up.
So they're like working on
Clothes
some
is
music
up, the
projects.
music is
and
up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
their
yeah.
clothes are doing well.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Facts. Baltimore pop up went great.
Mm-hmm.
First pop up. Shout out Addie. Addie killed that shit.
And Addie's behind Marino Infantry.
Yeah,
right?
Addie
He's
is
the creative director or the owner.
Yeah. Facts.
Okay.
So Marino Infantry is YG Addie, ASAP Ant's brand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for real, if you it's like looking for, I don't know, like my role, it's just like for now, like a assistant or intern and stuff, you know, for real, just helping where I can.
Yeah.
And really
Exactly.
just playing my role and learning how to live that kind of lifestyle and kind of bridge the gap from the things that people around here have done.
Yeah, exactly.
And what I'm trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
For real.
Mm-hmm.
But did 48 shirts for the first Marino pop-up.
Mm-hmm.
They all sold out.
What's up? So they let you do some of your own pieces there.
Yeah, facts.
That's cool.
So, like, obviously none of my branding, because I told you I'm not worried about that. So it wasn't like no collab, just, you know what I'm
custom.
saying? It was just me doing 48 Marino 101s per se.
Yeah,
you feel me? 48 in a day.
Yeah.
48 in a day. Make that very clear. 48 101s in a day. Don't play with me. I won't sleep with this shit.
Oof. Big energy.
You know what it is.
I feel you.
You know what it is.
I feel you. Like laser beams.
Yeah.
Okay. God damn. All right. Let's move on. No, you don't have to move on.
So that's what's up right now. So Marino's up.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? Big
That's
break
cool.
the loop shit. White
awesome.
Marino.
Yeah.
White Marino. More stuff coming soon though from Marino, for real.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna keep what it is on the tuck. But you can best believe the fire has only just started.
It's good.
Just started, and just because it's getting cold outside don't mean we cooling down. Don't believe that. It's gonna be the coldest winter ever, but we stay hot. All right, so to wrap things up, Break5417, to make that clear for those who don't know, 1954. Kind of the origin of my last name McCloskey for my family, because my pop, who passed away last year, God bless his soul, greatest man I ever met, for real. And my uncle Pete, they were adopted, and they were given the last name McCloskey for us. So like from my bloodline, that was the origin
Yeah.
of the last name McCloskey. We don't know what was up before then.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Right.
1954 is the establishment.
Right.
You feel me?
Right.
2017. So that's the 17 part. The year that I actually became hands-on with the concept Break the Loop.
Yes.
It was no longer concept, and now it's something tangible. Something that I wear, some of my friends wear. Something that has allowed me to make moves and to put me in places without selling a piece of clothing.
Yeah.
Outside of To The Homies. I'll make that clear. But no online sales, no releases, no nothing. So, yeah. Break 5417.
I definitely appreciate
1954,
no,
2017.
it's
not only 2017.
I enjoy sentiment, as I said the other night.
Yeah.
I like the values.
Not only
Keep it real.
not only
That is
2017
great.
was the year that Break the Loop became tangible, but also the year that my pop died. So with the Break 5417, you feel me? So that's all. That would be the brain, you know, because that's really tangible for me. That's,
I understand.
that's me taking a concept and turning it into something that I could die for. I want like a cult following for it. And the time will come, you know, just like when Virgil turned Pyrex into Off-White. It will come. The day Break the Loop turns into Break 5417. But we not on that right now. We not on that. We on that Marino millions, McClosky millions. Big shit coming soon. From everybody involved. This gonna be like my shout out part,
right?
Like an old mixtape. So shout out Zach for real doing his thing, getting busy with a lot of things. Shout out Kyle for real, my man Zappy Lens. Shout out Ice Water Chase for real over in the cuts, always giving me awkward looks. Shout out to the dude Mason for real, who well I will. So shout out to Jameson, okay, who does not want to be referred to by his tag name. I don't know your phone number. I have a whole lot of other shout outs. So shout out Sam for real. Shout out Terrace, all the guys.
Yeah, we can get Sam in here sometime.
Break Terrace, the same shit
home.
for real. Don't get it twisted. Break and Terrace, the same shit. We'll bleed for this shit too. I'll die for this shit. The wrap up though, you want it like the funny, and I guess we can go to the comedic wrap up.
I mean, whatever you want
of how I met these scoundrels.
Sure, yeah, and then you can. So I'm gonna have people ask me a question, and then I'll let it out. So we'll start with that, and then if there's one that you can ask me, I'll answer that, and then we'll cut it out.
All right, yeah. Facts.
So let's start with how you met Chase, Icewater Chase,
and Jameson, because I met them.
You met them both at the same
as a tandem, just like when they came out the womb.
Beautiful, very beautiful. Okay.
Do either of you care to come over here during this part of the segment? Do either of you
come over?
Like to come over here for this part of the segment? It would make this story a lot more better. All right, so it was my 16th birthday. Went to some stupid house party. It was kind of actually a lot of fun though.
They always are.
And
despite being stupid.
Yeah, I was given. Or maybe I took them so it doesn't sound illegal. 2 4 Locos. Got really drunk off the 2 4 Locos and some other stuff, like a pansy, on my 16th birthday. And all I remember is it was like the next morning I woke up and I was with Chase and Jameson in a house I had never been in before. It wasn't this location, but
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty wild. And I had to go home to babysit my little sister, and we didn't go home. We didn't go to my house. We went to the movies because it was movie day. Because one of these fine gentlemen were working at the movie theater, so they said, "Sure, we're gonna go to the movie theater and watch a couple movies before we take you home." So we had a nice little movie day.
Nice.
It's not kidnapping.
Did you get?
I wasn't
trouble?
kidnapped.
Did you get in trouble?
I did. I got yelled at.
Mm-hmm.
I got yelled at for not watching my sister.
Yep.
But it was worth it because we watched 3 movies that I couldn't even tell you the names for. So they must have not been very good. I think one of them was one of the. No, I don't know.
I've seen a lot of movies in theaters that I've just never seen again.
Yeah, because they're just not good.
Never ever seen. I never seen them anywhere.
It's kind of like a song that's really hyped up, and you listen to it one time, and then it just falls back. Yeah,
you don't even hear it. Yeah, ever.
Like you fools. That's what you do. One hits. And
That's
I'm
right.
not just talking about that's with any of this art shit. You gotta be consistent. Consistency is key.
That's right.
Just because I made moves past tense doesn't mean it means anything now. Because
of course, consistency is what
I'm just getting started.
That's what I've been over the years had issues with, and just things happening. But you just gotta push through that shit. And I'm now in a place where I can put consistency into motion and stay on top of all my different projects. So. Okay. Anything? Do you have a good question for me before we wrap this shit up?
Yeah. Okay. I'll do 2 quick ones.
Okay.
I need the washed money breakdown.
The wash money breakdown.
Yeah.
Okay, because the one I gave the other night was like really like I was about to pass out.
Yeah.
Off of dabs.
Yeah.
So wash money is just a platform, a blog, a publication, I guess, just that's kind of centric around the underground culture, both art, music, and fashion. And it's starting with this one, like a focus on it, but it's gonna branch out to just across the the mass underground, like you know what I mean. But
facts.
There's a specific certain type of attention on this one because it's just there's so much potential here.
Yeah. And
I know a lot of people here, and I have friends here, so it just makes sense for me as a creative with all my different things. And
now the name Wash Money.
The name Wash Money.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching Ozark like a grip ago, like season 1, and when Marty says washed money, like it just sounded sick as fuck. Yeah. And
my last question, you can tell you how it is, but like what wakes you up in the morning?
What wakes me up?
Yeah, like with this shit, you feel me? Like what keeps you going on the bad days?
Bro, I literally like. That's such a deep question because everyone has to have like their own personal.
And if you don't, you shouldn't be doing so. You like
no,
if you don't,
like,
you don't have
that
like
drive.
Your thing.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like
it's either you got it or you don't. Let's make that clear.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There's times where it feels like I'm trying to juggle so much because just the way of my approach.
Yeah.
Where I have like so many different projects that kind of connect together, and I'm juggling all that. You know what I mean? Because when you have different brands, you have fucking multiple social media accounts for each project, and it becomes, and not. The point of that is it's a lot to juggle, and so sometimes there's times where I'm like, oh, like it's a lot of pressure, But in the end, like being able to do the things I like professionally and like just living off that and like just living a chill life, expressing myself and like sustaining my life through that and my family. Like that's the ultimate goal for me. So that's what keeps me going. So there's times where fucking I'll work like for like 18 hours on shit or like just think of ideas and just fuck around with shit. You know what I mean? Like I got up at 6 a.m. today and like started working on the blog website, which is now up finally. So
do what you gotta do for real. Keep it going.
Yeah, man.
Word to anybody out there trying to do something or trying to accomplish something. If you can look me in the eyes and tell me that you love something and you have a passion for it, I can get behind it. I don't care what it is. As long as it's not demeaning or demonstrative to other people or it does not jeopardize the quality of life to other people, I support you.
Big
I can
facts
get behind
this
you.
episode.
And when I do break the loop, I will try to empower as many people who are breaking their own loops in their life as possible. You can hold me to that.
I fuck with it. This is gonna be a hard interview to top. For real. You did a good job.
Appreciate it.
All right, bro.
Appreciate the hospitality as
Sick
always.
As fuck. Nailed it. Get at me.
Shout out Wash Money.
We got 2 big bosses up on this.
Break the Loop.
That's
Marino
right.
shit. You know what it is. Big Marino shit.
Shout out Danny. Shout out Icewater Chase. Shout out Jameson. Shout out Kyle. That's it for now. Sorry. Everyone else, you know who you are. I love you all. That's it. That's all I got.
It's time to smoke.